Hey guys, what's going on? This is Quentin, aka Mr. CPMD, aka Mr. Crypto Pays Me Daily, and I am back. Today is Monday the 8th, and I'm coming to you today to bring you an update on what I think is the hottest DeFi investment and platform of 2023. This is one of the platforms that if you are not invested in already, you want to get yourself invested today. This is just the most incredible DeFi platform that I've seen, honestly. That is truly real DeFi. And we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about my first 3 weeks within the platform, what's happened, what's taken place, how has it been working, what kind of income has been earned and made over this 3 week period. All right. And then we'll talk a little bit about how you can get yourself invested if you have not. All right. So before we get into the video, guys, hey, I just want to give you guys a lot of praise and a lot of thanks for all of the love that you guys have been showing here on the CPMD YouTube channel. I appreciate all the subscribers. If you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. That way you stay in the loop and you do not miss any content. Also, hit the like button on the video and drop me a comment. And if you are not a part of the CPMD Facebook community, I know a lot of people don't use Facebook. Hey, create you an account just for that purpose. It's 100% worth it. It is the best community to be a part of. I think maybe about 6,000 to 7,000 people there. We keep all the scammers and spammers out. So you're not going to get solicited with other opportunities. You're strictly going to get content and updates from all of the things that are happening within the CPMD community. All right. So the link will be down in the description for that. Be sure to answer all 4 of the questions. If you don't answer all of the questions, then you won't get allowed in the group. I have a lot of people who are just putting random stuff. A lot of these are spammers and scam accounts. And then I have some people that are answering 3 of the questions and not answering 4. I have people that are inviting their friends and family and not letting them know that they need to answer the question. So be sure to get in that to answer those questions so that you can get in the group. All right. So let's get right into it. Man, I have been so impressed with Fintoch and the way that it has been operating, not only as an investment, a passive investment platform, but also as just a wallet in general, right? As a true DeFi wallet. So, even if you are not using Fintoch for investment purposes, it is still an amazing wallet, right? It works incredibly well. It's fast. Have not had any issues with it. So definitely it's something that you might want to look at just using as, another option for moving crypto around. All right. But right now, I think for me, it's been about 3 weeks that I've been in this platform. I've had nothing but good things to say about the platform. We'll take a look at some of the earnings that have been made. We'll go through some of my wallets and just kind of see what's happening there. But man, there's so many people that I've talked to. One today that hadn't heard of it, but they didn't know anything about it. And so you may be hearing about Fintoch, and a lot of times when I hear things, I hear all kinds of stuff all the time. People send stuff to me all the time. It gets a little annoying at times, but I mean, it is what it is. But a lot of times, like I know right off the bat, this is not something that I'm going to invest in. This is not something that I'm bringing to my community. It doesn't even make sense, right? Sometimes I think I miss a lot of good things because there's so many bad things. Because I remember seeing Fintoch earlier this year, but I saw it, but it wasn't really presented to me. And so I didn't look twice, right? I didn't think anything about it, just kept on going about my business. But right now, I want to say Fintoch is approaching their 1 year mark this summer. And I only wish that I would have found Fintoch last summer. I could only imagine some of the people that I have seen, some of the leaders and the wallets that I have seen, they're earning so much money from Fintoch right now. I don't know anything right now that's paying the type of income. And I'm talking about like 5, 10, 20, 30,000 per day Some people are making 100K a day in Fintoch. So yeah, this thing is it's a different kind of beast, guys. So I want to make sure that I do my part to make sure that I'm, you know, sharing this with my community so that my community is not missing this and they're not looking back, months down the line or a year down the line, like, why did I not get in this? I would tell you right now, honestly, this should be the first thing that you invest in and that I talk about out of all my platforms. And that's even over some of the platforms that have been here and been paying consistently, right? And I say that because of the results that Fintoch has that I've seen, from other leaders. I'm in some leadership groups, in WhatsApp, and I'm seeing some of the success of a lot of leaders. I'm going to meet a lot of them here in the next couple of days. I'm going to be traveling over to Dubai for their convention, that their event that they're going to be having there this coming up weekend. So super excited about that. So yeah, anyone who is interested in attending that event, it's going to be the 12th to the 14th. And anyone can go. But if you want like priority seating, if you want to get your room covered, your meals covered, then you have some qualifications and you have a form that you have to fill out and such. But yeah, it is open to anyone that wants to go. So that's going to be pretty exciting. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys there as well. But let's get into it. Let's just take a look at what's been taking place. And I'm going to use my tablet to do this. I think that I can do it. So, because it'll give me a little bit bigger viewing. So let's see what we can find here. We're going to get a screen share going. I'll also take a little time to maybe go over some of the PDF, the presentation, because I know that's important, because a lot of people, they're hearing what I'm saying, but they don't have anything to base what I'm saying off of. Like, okay, so you're saying all of these things, but what makes it the best platform, right? I know you guys have those questions, and I've addressed some of those already, but I definitely want to go back over a few of those things. So we will probably look at a little bit of the presentation. Let me find it here. But before we do that, I want to jump into what I know most people want to see, right? They want to see the results. So let's look at that first. So let's go ahead and jump into this screen share. All right, cool. Let's go over here and jump into a screen share here, straight from the tablet. All right, boom. So here we are. Let's see what wallet we're in right now. Okay, so now I will say this just real quickly, because I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, they're going to have questions or they're going to have something to say. So I have a bunch of wallets. You don't need a bunch of wallets necessarily, right? Especially if you are looking to build this out. It's probably not the smartest thing to do. And even though I have a lot of wallets, I'm probably going to be restructuring some things and moving some things around, because the idea is, if you want to scale this compensation plan, you have to create wallets that are certain ranks. So you don't want to have all these wallets, because it's going to be very hard to create all of these ranks if you have multiple wallets. All right. So it doesn't make sense to do that. So yeah. So what you see is not an example of what you want to do. And I probably should have did it, because I probably slowed myself down a little bit, but that's okay, because we're still making incredible money. I'm not even sure right now, and we'll kind of go over this just to kind of see the type of money that is being made right now on a daily from this. So as we go through this, we'll look. And there's some things in here outside of just the lending side, right? Because we're only going to talk about the lending. This is where you can make the income, by fulfilling contracts, right? For people who want to borrow money. And all of this stuff takes place through a smart contract, which is the beautiful part about it. We see all of these different platforms. There's so many. and a couple I can think of right now that a lot of you may be in, that have changed up their rules, right? Change the withdrawals, change how much you can withdraw from certain accounts. They change when they're going to pay you. All of these different things that someone on the backside is controlling. But when you look at Fintoch, it's all running through smart contracts. So what does that mean? That means that once it's set, it can't be changed. There's no one on the backside pushing buttons for your withdrawals. There's no one changing how much you're going to earn per day. All of this stuff is set, and it's always going to do the same thing. That's the beautiful thing about this, right? It's real DeFi. So if you understand that, I think it brings about a lot of comfort, right? A lot of the uneasiness of platforms changing things and changing the rules. It's people hate it, right? We all hate it, right? Because we're thinking that we're going to earn a certain amount of money, and then okay, now we can't pay that. Okay, now we have to change this. We're going to stop paying stop withdrawals for the next 60 days. Like, nobody wants to deal with that. Here, when you click withdraw, your money goes straight into your wallet. It's just the way it works. All right. So if we look at this wallet right here, I have tokens in here, just money that's sitting in there because everything is not invested, right? I'm not telling everybody should put every single dime into this. That doesn't make sense. But you can see in here that I have money from different forms of USDT. I actually have some of the FTH token that I purchased, which is pretty cool. That's something that you can do on your own. You're not necessarily going to earn daily from that in the same way that you would from the contracts, but it could be something long-term down the road. All right. So let's just take a look at the lending. All right. Now you can see in here where I had different contracts, 1,500, 4,300, 4,600, 4,700. I completed those contracts. Now, I didn't complete them by going 63 days and doubling my money, but I completed them until the next 7-day cycle was up. And I turned that switch off, and I was able to withdraw all of my funds out because I wanted to test it, right? I just wanted to see, like, hey, how does this really work? So as you can see, all of that money did come out. I was paid that money. Great. If we look at the profit, you can look in this wallet here and you can see that it's almost $10,000 that has been made in this wallet. 1,486 passively just from my own money working, and then 8,402 from team earnings. And then you can also see down in here that there's some funds in here that can be withdrawn out. There's about $800 or so in there that I can withdraw out. Well, 970 that I can withdraw out right now. And I mean, it's pretty cool how it works, because I'll just show you here a little bit. Let's look at the wallet. You can see right here, I have $507 in USDT on the Tron network. Well, let's go in here and let's withdraw some of that. So I go into Tron, I have $549. I'll click next. I'll click. Now remember, 5% comes out of this, right? Because this is my profit. This is how Fintoch makes money. 5% from your profit is going to be taken. So I'll click next. It'll show you my fee is $27. I should get $521. I click next. All right. Let's go to the wallet. 1610 is what's in there. Let's refresh it. Takes about maybe 20 seconds. It's going to process all of this stuff. And of course, you have to pay your fees, right? Like network fees. There's nothing you can do about, Tron or Ethereum or buying or BNB, those fees for those transactions. You do have to pay those, right? So we can go in here and look, right? You can see the money that came out, right? It says 0 in there now, right? The balance did go down. And so now we go over here to the wallet. Boom. There's the deposit. Just went to the wallet. So there you go. I mean, the deposit is right there. So yeah, I mean, pretty cool how that works. I mean, it's quick, guy. Like it doesn't take a long time for that money to hit. It doesn't take a long time at all. So just wanted to show you that how quickly that works. But if we go back down in here and we can see right now we have 332,000 total invested from the team, which I expect that to probably start growing really fast. But on a daily basis now, almost $700 a day is being made through this wallet. So I mean, just looking at that by itself, you do that 30 days a day, 30 times in a month, that's 21,000 that is coming from this platform, in a month. That's pretty crazy, right? So, and this is like honestly not really even growing, to be honest. When I look at a lot of platforms that I've been in, that we've done on the channel, some of this stuff grows crazy. There's million dollars, $2 million that can go into these platforms in the first month. This has actually grown a lot slower than a lot of other platforms, but I do expect that it's going to pick up, because when people really understand how easy this money is to make, it's like, man, it's going to happen, right? So just wanted to show you this wallet. And we're gonna move some of this money. We're gonna reinvest some of that, here in the, later on. I'm not gonna do it right now just for time, but here's another wallet here. And and just so you know, I didn't even talk about this part. If we go back to the wallet, and we do have, I know of one person that has hit GM in the organization. But if you go back down here and you look on your team, not team, where is it? I forgot where to look. I think it's team earnings. There you go. Nope, it's not there either. I forgot where to go. No, that's not it either. Well, this is a VP wallet, meaning it's at the VP rank. I thought it used to show you at the top. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. That's yesterday's earnings. That's my team. Well, anyway, this wallet is ranked VP, which at the VP level, I think it makes 300 to 600 a day, maybe. We'll check that out. But this wallet is ranked as a VP wallet, so pretty cool. My second wallet is a GM wallet. It has $685 in there to withdraw out. Has 83,000 invested in this particular wallet, and it's growing as well, as you can see. I'm not going to do any withdrawals right there because it's just going to save some time. But yeah, you can see that this is growing as well. And then I have also like wallets that I'm using more for the investment side, right? So I'm putting my money there because I want to invest it. So if you look here in this particular wallet, I have all these contracts are live. There's 3,800, 15,000, 1,700, 1,700, and 10,000 just in this one wallet. And look at it. It's made $3,434. That's all passive income. That has nothing to do with the team. That's just my own money earning and going to work by itself. So yeah, few people in the team here on this wallet, but this wallet is mostly just there for me to earn passively, right? And that's exactly what it's doing. And as you can see, I'm not going to touch that, right? Because I want it to go to 63 days so that it can double, and I'll double that whole investment. Look over here. Here's another wallet. There's $900 in this wallet that's growing. It's made $153 passively. And so it's making some money over there in that wallet. And then here's another wallet down here that has $2,200 that's growing, $352 made passively in that wallet. So I mean, when you start looking at the daily, I don't know, this could be about 1,500, probably more than that per day that's being earned from Fintoch. This one here is made $1,400. All right, so it's made some money out of this wallet. So yeah, I mean, just awesome to see what's working, that this is working the way that it's supposed to work. It's pretty incredible to see it. Yeah, I don't really know, man. This is a great platform. It's super duper solid, and you definitely want to be in it. And there's a lot of people that have invested in here. I think a lot of people just don't understand it yet, right? And that's okay. But out of all the platforms, to be able to get invested for $100, as little as just $100, that's pretty crazy. And so, just to kind of give you an idea of, um, I wanted to see. Let's look at the presentation here real quickly, because I just want to talk a little bit about how this thing earns, and why it's able to pay. Because people are like, well, how does it pay 1% a day? That's too much. Like, there's no way that they can pay that amount. Let me stop the screen share. All right, and let's just share here. So people want to know, how does it pay, right? So when I think about what we're doing here, and we're basically lending our money out, like we're providing loans, we're providing liquidity in a sense. And this is just what a lot of big institutions do, like all the banks. This is what they do with your money. They take your money, they lend your money out, and they make a whole lot of money on it, and they pay you nothing back. In this particular case, this company allows you to lend your money out, right? Remember, I showed you. And one thing really cool, and I didn't even show you this, but let me show you something real quick. One thing that's really interesting about this is, if you want to go in and lend money, right? You can come in here and look and see all of the requested loans, and you can see the percentage of how much is funded, right? You can see how much is funded, 86.95% here. So there's still some room there to fill this contract. But you can just go through all of these and see how many people are requesting funds to go and trade. Now, if there's not someone requesting those funds, you cannot lend it out. The system will not allow you to lend something that's not being requested. That's genius, right? They're not paying earnings to someone who is not loaning their money out. They're not wasting any of those funds. So all of these, I mean, this thing can go on forever and ever, literally. I mean, and there's some large amounts. Look at this right here. It's 13.7, 16.7, 10,400. All of these people, 19,000, are requesting funds to go and trade. Uniswap, SunSwap, PancakeSwap. They all want to go there and trade, right? So it's pretty cool to go in there and see that there's actually a purpose behind how we're earning. We're not just earning money out of thin air. They're not just paying us with the money that is being deposited from, old money to pay the new, or new money to pay the old investors. That's not what's happening here. This is not in any kind of way a Ponzi. There is literally someone requesting these funds. Look, there's 0% on all of these. There's, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that need to be filled on a daily, more than that, actually. Right. So I just wanted to show you that. But when you look at this chart, basically what's happening is that anyone who wants to come in and get a loan, they need 50% of that amount up front, right? So if they want $10,000 to come and trade, they need 5,000 of those dollars up front. Guess what? They get charged interest every single day, 2%, right? So if they're paying us 1%, right, but they're making 2%, if they're charging us 5% on our profit, right, every time we withdraw our profit out, could it be possible that the 1% is sustainable? Absolutely. They're paying us 1%. They have a whole nother percent. Plus, they have all of the 5% that they're taking off of the profit to be able to pay out the compensation plan as well. So is it possible? Absolutely. The numbers make sense, right? And if it makes sense, it can make some dollars, right? And this makes sense. So the lender's getting 1% a day. The borrower is getting charged 2% a day, right? It's all mapped out within the smart contracts, right? Whenever the person gets to a certain amount of loss in their account, they liquidate their account. The remaining of those funds, they lose. As you can see right there, smart contract cuts loss at 70% of their deposit. they've mapped this thing out to where they know they're going to make money. They know they can pay out the money that they're paying out, right? So, and it's, and guess what? There's nobody behind the scenes that can change this, that can alter it, that can stop it, that can, stop the withdrawals, that can change the percentages. None of that, right? It's all programmed into the smart contract. And this is what makes DeFi so this is what changes the game, right? Because people can't change it. When we look at all the platforms that failed, why did they fail? Or typically because somebody makes a change on something, right? People lose faith in it. People withdraw their money out, or you know what I mean? This is real DeFi, and this is why I love it, right? So, I don't want to go too deep in it, but yes, there are nodes. There's 10 monitoring nodes that communicate with each other, that control this whole operation. Not people controlling this, nodes, right? They communicate with the contract, right? And they control all of this stuff. This is the stuff. This has been audited by CertIC. They're in the process right now of getting a new audit done. It's already been audited once, then some of the parameters changed, so they want to get another one, right? But we can see right now this thing has been running flawlessly for about 10 months. But they're getting more audits done right now. So be on the lookout for that. But this had one of the highest scores. The first audit was, I think, at a 91, and then it was reevaluated down to like an 87. But there were no major holes in the smart contract, no vulnerabilities, no nothing that would cause great concern with the smart contract, right? So what more do you want, right? You want something that has been audited, that has been, proven to not have vulnerabilities in it that can cause us to lose our money. But we'll have another one here in a minute, all right? There are many articles that you can go out and find, right? Articles on Binance and that you can find about this. You can see a lot of people talking about this. A lot of big name people in this space are talking about this particular platform, right? So yeah, this is just more stuff through the presentation. I kind of showed you most of these different things here. It's truly a DeFi 2.0 platform, absolutely, right? There are going to be more things that are going to come as well. When you have right now, I think over 40 million wallets. You telling me 40 million wallets have been created in this platform and something is not happening right? Definitely something right is happening here, right? And then guess what? We have all of these people using this platform. Fintoch can also do advertisements, right? They can advertise tokens, they can advertise different projects, right? They can earn money from that as well. So, yeah, I mean, this is just we're just at the beginning of this. All of the different events, there are events taking place everywhere, all the time, all over the world, right? And I'm gonna do a lot of videoing from Dubai. So hopefully I can get a lot of really good content to come back and share. Hopefully I can do some live streams there. I plan to do a live with one of the top leaders in Fintoch. We've already spoken with him, and we're gonna meet up, and he's gonna come on the channel. That's gonna be incredible. Can't wait for it. Blockchain Kojo. Many of you may have seen him on the Zoom presentations. Absolutely killing it. Dude is making a ton of money with Fintoch right now. So yeah, I look forward to doing that with him coming up in the week. But I mean, tons of events. There's proof everywhere, guys. Proof everywhere, all over the place. We got stuff coming up as well. As you can see, Dubai is coming up this weekend. Tokyo, Singapore. I think the big convention is Singapore. May look to be to go to that as well. I want to attend as many as possible. Why? Because I really believe in what they're doing, and this thing is just amazing, right? So all of this stuff is available in the CPMD community. Also, if anyone needs the information about going to Dubai this weekend, I can get that to you as well through the group. Some stuff coming up in 2025, Fintoch, NASDAQ, IPO. This is huge, right? You don't get on NASDAQ because you're small or you're not doing something serious. This is going to be crazy. Can you only imagine where we will be in 2025 with this opportunity? So yeah, amazing. It's doing well. Like I said, I'm not here to do a full presentation. There were just some things that I wanted to touch on with the smart contract and how it works. Yeah, guys, this is one of those things, guys, that you don't want to miss. The other one thing that I wanted to show real quickly, let me see if I have it. That was the chart, because I think, and this is available also in the group in the CPMD community as well. I hope I have it, just because I want to find it right now. I probably don't have it. Well, I know where I do have it, so let's do this real quick. I'll just pull it up on the tablet, because I think this is a pretty cool chart. If there's someone that wants to, track their progress going through this platform, I think this would be a really cool way to do it. Let's pull it up. Where is it? And of course, just because I wanted to find it, I know I have it in the community. It's in the group posted already, because I wanted people to be able to download it, but I was just going to see if I could bring it up real quickly. There it is. So I'm going to show you this just real quick. And we're going to wrap this up, because this is, I don't want to get going any longer. I don't want this to get too long, which kind of already has. So, all right, so let's share the tablet one more time. So yeah, this chart right here is pretty cool for someone that is looking to just kind of get an idea of what the earning potential could be. So this chart is just a compound interest chart. This is basically what happens if you invest, right, and you don't withdraw. Now, the beautiful part about Fintoch, right, is if you invest money, every 7 days, you are able to withdraw all of your funds and your profit out. You can withdraw your profit on a daily if you choose. I don't necessarily recommend that, especially with all the network fees and things that you're going to pay. You're going to sacrifice a lot of your profit, right? But if you were to invest here, and let's just say something happened where you needed funds, there's a maximum of 7 days, right, where you can actually go and take that principal back. Now, I think that's wonderful, because a lot of the platforms that we've been involved with they want to lock your funds up for a certain amount of time, whether it's a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever the case may be. But what if you're in a bind and you need funds? Well, just remember, whenever you start that contract, there's a switch. You can simply turn this switch off. Where's Fintoch? All right, I can simply come in and turn this switch off right here where it says reinvestment, that little orange switch. And guess what? The next time my 7 days ends, that money will be put back into my wallet for me to be able to withdraw out. All right. So you have access every 7 days. But for the person that says, look, I want to double my money. What does it take for me to double my money? Well, it takes exactly 63 days, or roughly 2 months. And as you can see, let's just look at the red right here at $1,000. You're going to make 1% a day, which is $10, right? Right. Your first 7 days, you get 1%. Then after that, you're going to start earning 1.5%, right? Because you've locked your money in, right? And you let it keep going. So what happens is, after 1 month, you've earned $360. After 2 months, you're at $1,000, right? You've earned $1,000 in 2 months, which is 63 days on your funds. Now, if you decided that, hey, I want to keep going, I want to reinvest my funds, well, guess what? Every 2 months, you would double your money. So if you were at 2,000 at that point, well, 2 more months, now you'd have 4, right? 2 more months, now you'd have 8. And that's what you see here. 6 months in, you can have 800% gain on your money. 800% in 6 months. Unheard of. And let's just decide that you wanted to go the full year, right? You would have a 64x, 6,400%. I mean, it's so hard to be able to do that with anything that you're touching right now. But not only that, to be able to do it from something that's legitimate, that has a real legitimate earning system and process, right? Not something that's just inflated and, paying old investors with new investors money, like Ponzi-ish, right? We're not seeing that here. So you can do a 64x in 1 year, but that requires you every 63 days, right? Take that money out, redeposit it back in. That's the only job that you would have to do, is every 2 months, withdraw your money out, reinvest it all back, right? Because what happens is you want to be able to maximize your earning. Now, if you just wanted to leave your money there and you didn't care about getting the 1.5%, then you could. It would still earn. But the idea with this chart is that you're getting the max earnings, and you want to get that 1.5 so that you can get to the 100% earnings in 63 days, right? You want to double as quickly as you can. So, but if you start going down on this chart and I know, and some of you are probably watching right now, I know some of you that have invested a lot of money in some of the most Ponzi things. I even did myself. I'm guilty of it, right? But when you look at this, if you want to put some money somewhere, this is a great place to put it. Because if you need it, guess what? You're no more than a week out of having it at your fingertips. But instead of it just sitting in your wallet, not earning anything, you can have your money working, right? Now, look at this. If somebody decided they wanted to do 50K, right? If you did this every 2 months in a year, that 50K would be $3.2 million. 20K, at 20K, that's 1.28 million in a year. You're a millionaire off of a $20,000 investment in 1 year, passively, not talking to a single person. So this chart is like, this is what really where the magic is, right? This is where you can see the power of compounding. And so this is available in the group as well. You can go in there and download it out of the group. But I love this chart because it can give you an idea of what to expect, right? What's to come. So pretty cool there. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show on the screen share there. Let me stop sharing. All right, stop. Okay, cool. So I just wanted to talk about Fintoch. Why? Because I really, really believe in it right now. I'm honestly, I don't think there's anything else right now that I would recommend before Fintoch. For one, you can get in at a very low amount. $100 is the minimum. It's all you need. You can have access to your money every 7 days. You're going to earn a minimum 1% a day, right? If you leave your funds, you can double your money in 63 days. Unheard of, right? Where do you do that at? Not many places, right? So, yeah, this would be my number one deal. And in conjunction with a lot of the things that we're already doing, it kind of fits in perfectly, right? We have some things that we have to wait on our funds, right? They're going to take time to mature before we get payouts. But what if we're invested here and we're earning some money during that process, right? Absolutely incredible. So that's really all I wanted to show, is just kind of where we're at. I'm curious to know exactly what my daily is right now. I'm going to go back and add it up, but it looks like it's maybe around about 1,500 or so a day, like between my investments and my team. Like, that's incredible, right? I mean, you're talking about a solid income being made from a few people, not even a whole lot of people that are invested in this deal. So yeah, and I'm excited about Dubai. So I can't wait. I mean, I'll go to Dubai at any time. I can go once a month actually. So I love it. So look forward to seeing a lot of people there. Let's see who we got on. And I didn't even run this across the bottom for someone who has not invested. So let me do that for you real quick. I should have had this going the whole time, but hey, I forgot. So there you go. If you have not enrolled, you can go to www.fintochpays.com. All right. You have to, if you are in the US, you will need a VPN to create your wallet ID. So you'll go to fintochpays.com, or if you have somebody that invited you, get their link and go to their link, right, and sign up. And then you will need a VPN if you're in the US just to create your wallet ID. So you just need a VPN on, go to the link, create the wallet ID, then you can cut the VPN off. You don't need it anymore. And so just make sure you're doing the right things, right? Set your wallet up right. Make sure to write all your seed phrases down. Put that in a safe place. Don't screenshot. Don't email it to yourself. Don't put it on your cloud. All right. Put it in a book. Put it somewhere safe. Put it in a safe if you have, and hold that stuff, right? Put your wallet on multiple devices, on your tablet and your phone. That way you have, you know, a backup in case something happens, right? Just do the smart things so that you're not, you know, compromising yourself if something happens. But the wallet is fairly easy to set up. I have some videos that I've kind of walked through and show you on that. Also, I have a video in the description that you can look at. I have all of the instructions in the description. So it's not very hard to do it. I know some people have had questions, why is it not on the App Store? All of this stuff. You got to remember, guys, we're earning from this app. Do you think they really want it on the Play Store or the Apple Store? No, we're probably never going to see that happen either. It's probably not going to happen. So don't expect to find this on the store. But, you know, maybe in time, but I doubt it, right? People are making a lot of money, and all the governments, right, they want a piece of the pie. So will this get put on the stores? Probably not, in my opinion. So let's see who we got on today. Let's just see. Flip BTC, what's going on? Appreciate you again for creating that logo for me. Let's see. Looking for the step-by-step instructions. Very, very new to this space, and how to purchase converting cash into the appropriate crypto for Fintoch. All right, so cool question. First off, I've got all of the instructions. I've like written all the way out. I also have some videos where I've walked through the process. There's also a video specifically that someone else did about the setup process. But to answer your question, because yes, you do need crypto, right? If you're new and you don't have crypto, well, right, like it's gonna be a process. So and depending on where you're living or located, it could depend on how easy or not this could be. So my recommendation is, if you don't have crypto, there are ways to purchase crypto, right? You know, you can purchase them through certain wallets, Exodus, I'm pretty sure Trust, MetaMask, they have like a card, you know, you could buy it with your card possibly, right? Also, Cash App is a good way to purchase crypto. You can purchase Bitcoin up to 2,000 a day, 5,000 a week. And you can take that Bitcoin, you can send it to another wallet where you can convert it into whatever you need, right? That's an option as well. You know, honestly, this would really be a whole nother video, which I might get into, you know, but I couldn't fit all of that in this video. But if you don't have crypto, the best way to do that would just be to buy some crypto, right? You know, even if you're buying it in, let's say, a centralized exchange, let's say, for instance, Kraken, right? You can hook your bank account up to Kraken, you can purchase crypto, and then you can take that crypto and send it wherever you want to send it. Send it to your Fintoch wallet, right? Maybe you want to get USDT on TRC20. You can buy that specifically there and send it to your Fintoch wallet. Now, always remember, when you're using Fintoch, whatever token you're using, you need, or whatever network you're using. So let's say if you're using USDT on ERC20 on Ethereum, to send USDT on Ethereum, you need Ethereum in the wallet. To send USDT on TRC, or the Tron network, TRC20, the Tron network, you need Tron in your wallet. So don't just send the crypto that you need, right? I mean, like that you want to transfer. Also send some of the tokens for the gas fees. So like whenever I do a USDT TRC20 transaction, it's going to use some of my Tron. So I keep Tron in my wallet, you know, and I'm not going to go back and show it, but I keep Tron in the wallet to cover the fees. So a lot of people were saying, why am I getting an error? You're getting errors a lot of times because you don't have the crypto that you need to cover the gas fee. Now, here's my recommendation. Stay away from USDT ERC20. Ethereum fees are high. They're going to cost you 5-6 times what it would cost you on TRC, and it's going to cost you 20, 30, 40 times more than what it would cost you on BEP20, Binance, on the Binance network. So Binance network is a little bit harder for us because we don't have too many exchanges that will accept it, right? So my recommendation is use USDT TRC20. Those fees don't usually exceed more than $2 a transaction, right? And it's easy to move to Kraken, CoinZoom if you want to spend it, or if you want to move it back to an exchange to convert it to fiat. So TRC20 would definitely be my suggestion on that. But, find a place where you can buy your crypto and then you want to send it somewhere where you can convert it. Some of these wallets you can convert it inside. Just be careful of the fees. Like you can purchase in Exodus and convert in Exodus, but Exodus is a little bit expensive when you convert those cryptos over. So just be mindful of that when you're doing it. But I used to use Cash App. When I first started, I used Cash App. I would move it into Kraken, convert it into whatever I wanted to, and then send it wherever I wanted to send it. Right. So that's what I did, but it just depends on what's going to fit you best. But, a lot of these wallets will let you buy crypto. All right. Finally, Fintoch definitely raises the bar in terms of what type of platforms we get into now. Absolutely. Right. We just didn't have this available. Right. A lot of these other platforms we took risk. Right. Here, this definitely changes the game completely. And, this is why this should be the first thing that you get involved in. Right. Does that mean that something couldn't happen? Absolutely not. But when you go down that checklist and you're checking things off that you're looking for, Fintoch has more of those checks than anything that you can touch right now that I've seen. Now, is there something else out there like this? I'm sure. But that I've come across, this is definitely one of the best. Someone sent me something the other day. It was making like 12% a day. And I'm just like, don't waste my time. There's nothing paying 12. There's nothing sustaining 12% a day. It's just not. Ola just came in late. No worries. This will be on the channel. It will be in the CPMD community. You can go back and watch it whenever you want. So it'll be there for you. Yeah, why would I touch something like CMB again while Fintoch exists? I already ROI'd on CMB and I'm taking it out and putting it here. Smart plan. I can't say anything wrong with that, right? CMB is great. We've been making money. Everyone that's in this community that has got involved should be on house money in that particular platform, but there's not near the transparency. This is just the honest truth. Does that mean don't invest in CMB? I'm not saying that, but when you look at transparency and the real sustainable way of making the income, we can see it. Right? It's a lot more transparent. So, and this is why you don't see me talking about CMB as much, right? Because I'd much rather you invest in something like this first. If you choose to get into CMB, just understand your risk before you get in there. Lynn Nicely, what's up, Q? What's going on, Mr. Lynn Nicely? Good to see you on. Jackie, what's going on, Miss Kim? What's up? Long time faithful supporter of the CPMB community. All right, Facebook user, thank you for sharing Fintoch with us. You're welcome. Absolutely. My boy Darius, what's up, Darius? Send me your link, Q45. Hey, they don't know me by that name. That's my hometown name, my DJ name. Now, what's going on? Yeah, hey man, send me a message, man. We'll get together and we'll get you set up. All right, Larry Triplet, you're my upline, so you can have more than one wallet on the same app as your own referrals. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. And when I first got into Fintoch, I hadn't studied it quite enough. Don't just create a lot of wallets just to create them. You'll regret it. You'll regret it. Because if you are wanting to scale the comp plan and like grow and earn that money, because I didn't even talk about the money, which and I'm going to touch on this because this is important and this is a good time to do it because I want to show you why this might not be important or might not be a good idea. Let me jump into something just real quick. Just real quick. Because we're talking right now. And I'm going to hurry up because, we got 30 minutes for the Lake Show comes on. So, I got to go watch my boy Braun play in a minute. But I want to look at this real quick. Let's drop down. Let me make this bigger. Let's drop down. because I want you to see where we talk about the earnings. And I didn't. Oh, is it not on this one? It's on the other one, I think. Ah, crap. Hold on. Hold on a sec. I thought it was in here, but I think it's on the other slides. I don't think this slide talks about the compensation. No, this one doesn't. Let me grab the other one just real quick. Hold on. Is it this one? Let me see. Yes. Okay. So let's go down. So I want to talk about this real quick because this is a good point. Why you might not want to create a bunch of wallets. So here's what's pretty cool. So right now, because I'm at the VP level, I'm getting $150 to $300 a day at this rank. My GM wallet is getting $100 a day at that rank. So this is 3,000, 3,000 to what is 300 times 30, $9,000 a month that I can make just off of those two wallets. But to create these levels, right? You need to like, okay, GM is 5 referrals, right? So somebody that wants to build, I'm pretty sure they can get 5 referrals. You need a total investment of 50K between those 5 referrals, right? It can be in any level. You just need 50K. Great. I think a lot of people, that want to share this will do this eventually in time. But to start going to get to this VP level, now you need to create 2 of these GM positions in different lines, right? So they can't come through one of your just one referral. They have to come through at least 2 referrals. But to do that, right, you need 2 GM wallets. So my suggestion would be is don't go and create all of these wallets. Maybe create one main wallet and create a secondary wallet that you put your funds in, right? To help build that wallet to become a GM wallet. Because if you just go open up all of these different wallets, then you're not going to be able to rank up, right? Like you're not going to be able to hit these different ranks because guess what? That the volume, instead of being in one wallet, now you're splitting your deposits in different wallets, and yes, it would still all come back up to the top, but it would make a lot more sense to build one wallet first, and as you need, open up more wallets. Now, if you don't care about the comp plan and you're not trying to scale this, who cares? You can just open up all the wallets you want, put money wherever you want to put it. It doesn't really matter. But I would think like some goals would be, ED 5K a day, 13,000 to 30,000 a day at MD. There's people earning, I've heard of people earning $50,000 to $100,000 per day in this opportunity. But you can't go and do that probably building 10 different wallets or 5 different wallets. Start small, build one wallet, get that where it needs to be. And then if you need to open up a second wallet, then build that wallet, get it where it needs to be. And so that's why I'm going to restructure a lot of my stuff, because I have wallets kind of all over the place. And I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I would have just, followed that. But, I didn't know at the time. So it was a learning experience. So I kind of paid for that for you, so you don't have to make the same mistake. And this is another reason why, right? The downline, you basically don't want your downline to start ranking up above you, right? Because you want to always be at a higher rank than the wallets below you, right? Because you get a daily incentive of 20% of the downline income, right? But if the downline is higher at a higher level, you only get 7 days to catch up to that level, right? And after that, they're not going to pay that incentive anymore. So if your wallet below you goes higher, you got a week, right, to get to that same level, and you want to level up so that you can keep earning that same money. You're still going to make money, but you're not going to make as much as you could make. So, and if you get to that MD and you have another MD in your downline, then you get into a company pool. And this is where the game changes. Like, this is where you can start making a whole lot of money, because there's not a lot of people there in these pools, right? But this, this is just for the person who wants to build, right, and wants to make money, from building and referring people. Passively, all the stuff that I talked about before this was strictly passive. You didn't have to do any of this stuff to make any of this money, right? So yeah. Hitting these ranks is the goal, right? I mean, I want to see that 5K a day, 3K a day, 10K a day, 30K a day. That's a lot of money. Not to speak, that's not even talking about your own personal investment making money. So just want to talk about that real quickly. Just want to share that. Let me jump off of that. All right, cool. Stop screen share. Cool. So yeah, but you can have as many wallets as you want. They can be your own referrals. Just don't get carried away with it because you might slow yourself down more than it'll help you. In the US, not sure what that means, but yes, we are able to do this here. It keeps telling me error when I try to download the Fintoch wallet. What do I do? Make sure that your device is updated, especially on iPhone, to the current most recent update. All right. Get with me in the Facebook group, message me, and just let me know you're the one having the issue, and I'll see maybe if there's something that we can do to help you. All right. But yeah, as far as I know, you do have to be updated fully for it to work, right? You have to allow the permissions when you install it. So go back to the install video and just make sure that you're following the steps properly there. Do we have to withdraw all of our money after the 63 days to start a new lending, or do we just leave the button on for a year to compound? You can leave it on, but you will not double your money every 63 days doing so. When your money has doubled, you want to pull everything out and restart a new contract. That's the only way that you're going to double every 63 days. So you can leave it there, and I believe that your money will still earn, but it will earn at 1% and not the 1.5%. So just pull it out at 63 days and redeposit it back in. Thanks for answering and giving some recommendation. No problem. No problem. Let's see. Dwayne Tibb, help me make some money. What's up, Dwayne? Man, message me, Dwayne. Yeah, like I said, I got a lot of content out that you can check out that can help you get yourself started. But get with me. You know how to reach me on Facebook. All right. So, do you think you should let your earning mature for 60 days or reinvest your earnings as soon as possible? So, whenever you withdraw, if you withdraw before the 63 days, you're going to lose that extra 0.5%. So, in the long run, you're going to make more money than if you stop and reinvest like every 7 days. Not to mention you're paying more fees that way, right? Because every time you turn off your contract, there's a fee. When you withdraw it out, there's a fee. When you deposit it back, there's a fee. These network fees can add up. They're not huge, but why not just leave it there and pay one fee to deposit, one fee to withdraw? And you're going to earn faster that way. So the 63-day maturing to double would be the best way to do it. Can you swap Bitcoin in Fintoch wallet? No. Fintoch is BEP20, TRC20, ERC20 only. All right. If you're putting Bitcoin in that wallet, it's only to hold it there and to send it out to wherever you want to send it. But you can't do any swapping or investing using Bitcoin. I don't even know why they put Bitcoin as an option in the wallet, because I think it kind of confused people more than anything. But Bitcoin is the ultimate crypto, so maybe that's why. But only sending in, holding, and sending out. That's it. Tony Snow. What's up, Jamal Molly Mall? It's my boy there. He's tagging somebody. I know who that is too. Christopher says, cool, thanks, no problem. I think that's it. So I think I got everybody answered. So yeah, sorry this is so long. I gotta start making this a little bit quicker because I know it can kind of burn you out. But man, it's so good when you're talking about it. Like it's hard to cut certain parts of this out, right? But Fintoch, definitely my number one platform right now of 2023. Absolutely amazing. There's so much more that I'm not even talking about Fintoch that you will learn. Investing in the nodes, investing in the FHT token. That token is at over $73,000 a token. There's more. There's a lot more. I want people to focus on this side of it first, because I want people to make money now. right? I don't want you to invest so much money into the other parts of this opportunity that are more long term, that could may or may not pay out. I'd much rather you make money right now. So that's why we're talking about the lending side of it more than we're talking about all the other parts of it. So, but yeah, get in and start earning your money. So that's all I got for you guys. Again, man, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to get in the CPMD community on Facebook. Answer all the questions. Everything you need's there. I post the call. We have Zoom calls and stuff as well for Fintoch. You can invite people there. We have WhatsApp group that you can also invite people to. There's a lot of stuff there, a lot of leaders there. There's a lot of tools inside that group. So you definitely want to, be a part of that community. So just answer all the questions so that you can get in. That's it, guys. That's all I got. Fintoch, best platform so far of 2023. 1.5% a day, 40% in a month. 40% a month is what it's paying out. Incredible. Don't withdraw. You get 40%. All right. So I will see you guys on the next video. And until then, peace out, guys. CPMD, I am out. Later. You're welcome, Perry. Mr. Perry, no problem. Peace out, guys.